Good everyone, welcome to Tutors. Now we are going to enter the second part of an Isopach series. So in this video, we're going to know how to contour, know the rules concerning contouring, okay, and how to contour a map that is not an Isopach map that is not contoured, okay. This can even be applied to when you're actually contouring like our elevation maps, okay, maps that are in topography, not the one that this one is about the depth. Okay, good. That said earlier, you can see this map, you can see what's written here. It said a structural map of a field. Okay, it's a field in Niger Delta Oil Province. Depth is in feet. Okay, as I mentioned earlier, the measurements are in feet. All these things are showing, okay, a point of what? Of thickness, different thickness points. Good. So contouring. Contouring is very easy for this. The way to go about it is kind of easy. So for this point, you can see this layer is different from this layer that is separated by what? A fault line. Good. So for me, I have to choose a contour interval. I have to choose a contour interval. So choosing a contour interval is very, very important. Okay. Choose a contour interval in the exam. It's very, very important. So how do I pick my contour intervals and how do I count? Okay. So let's look at this part before we look at this part. Good. So now, what is the lowest point that we have here? The lowest is 7625. So for example, now if I pick my contour interval, if my lowest is 7625, if I pick my contour interval as 7 as 100, okay, that means the interval, the increase in my contouring is 100, okay. So if I put my contour interval as 100, it means that this 7625, okay, what is the interval that is in hundreds closer to this? Interval that is in 100 closer to this, okay. So we know that 7,600 is in what? Is in hundreds, okay. So which means that below this, so you are going to consider what is below it, okay, and stop above it. Now the highest point here is what? 83350, 8335, right? So which means that is 8335, 8300. The next one above it, that's where you're going to stop your contouring. You're going to start your contouring, start contouring. You're starting contouring. The lowest point is 7625. So you're going to start, because this is not 100, so you're going to start beneath it, which is 7600. Okay? Because we choose our contour interval as hundreds, in hundreds. And the highest contouring is 8335. So we're going to stop at what? 8400. Good. Good. So now, how do you contour? Very easy. Okay? One thing you have to note is that your contour lines must not intersect. It's very, very important. That's the first rule of contouring. Contour lines don't what? Don't intersect. They don't what? Intersect. Okay? They don't intersect. So just follow me through. Okay. So here we have 7625, right? So we're going to do this thing as if this guy is like a ruler, okay? As if it's like a straight line. 7625. The point that 7,600 is closer to it, right? So yeah, okay. Can you see that? 7,600 is closer to it. You're going to pick 2 points. You pick 2 points. 2 points as your reference point. What do I mean? You're going to pick 2 points as your what? Your reference point. So that your reference point, you must pick two, minimum of 2 points as your what? As your reference point. So the reason why you pick reference point is so that you can know your contour pattern, the way your contour will flow. Okay. So if here is 7625, for example, and here is 7,900, for example. If you want to do contour 7,600, for example, you know that 7,600 is closer to 7,625. But for 7,900, the contour intervals is farther from that. Can you see that? Can you see? If this 7,600 compared to this, because you took 7,900 as your reference point, okay? You reach here before you reach here. But here, 7,625, 7,600 is closer to it. So you're going to do your contour interval like this, connect this line, then connect to this point. So that we have reference points. Okay? So if it's something like 9,000. Okay, another one is 8,500. Okay, and you want to do a contour for 8,000. Okay, 8,000 is closer to 8,500. So it's as if you are just doing a kind of measurement here. You have picked these 2 points as your reference points. You have picked them as your reference points. Always pick 2 points as your reference points. Okay, so 8,000 and 9,000 is a bit farther. So you're going to just do your contour lines, connect and connect. Good. Now let's continue with our map. Now, if you look at your map, 7625, well, we picked, as I said earlier, that for it to start contouring, look at the lowest point, okay, and look at the what? The highest point. So you have 7,600, 8,000 what? 400, right? Because we are doing our intervals in 100. So we chose the one that is closer to 7625, beneath it. And we're going to stop our contouring exactly the contouring above the points that we have, okay? 8,400. Now let's start. If you look at it now, 7625, 7,100 is closer to it. So that's why I did like this. Okay, show that. In 7,998, 7,700 is farther from it. So I'm going to contour, because it's a fault, we will start from the edge of the fault. Okay. Can you see? 7,600. That is 7,600. After 7,600, is contour interval we have picked as what? 100. So next one is what? 7,000 what? 700. This, if this point is our reference point, 7,625, 7,700 will be after this point, right? So immediately after it is closer to 7,625. But in this point, 7,700 is not even near 7,998. So you're going to pick this reference point also. So you connect the line together. Make sure your contour lines don't intersect. It's very, very important. It's very, very important. So that is 7,700. The next one is what? 7,800, right? So 7,800 is closer to 79, but farther from what? 7,006. So above this guy, can you see that? So that's why we pick reference points. So we can know the pattern to follow. Okay. That's 7,000 what? 800. Okay, 77778. Now 79. 79 is very, very close to what? 7998. Okay, but farther from here. So we choose 79. Good. That's 7,900. Now, the next point is what? 8,000. Can see this point are in 8,000. So we're going to pick these 3 points as our reference points. You can keep using this, but since we have a new kind of 3 set of points, I said that a minimum reference points can be 2. It should be 2. Then you can have 3 also. So following this pattern, I know that the next one I want to draw is 8,000. So I pick these 3 as my reference point for the way I want to draw my contours now. Okay, so 8,300. 8,000 is like almost 300 farther from away from this. Okay, can you see? This 8,185. 8,000 is closer to it, right? 8,250. 8,000 is a bit farther from it. So I'm going to move like this. Good, good, good. Okay. Now that is our 8,000. The next we are going to do our 8,100. Remember our contour interval, so 8,100 is closer to it. This one is 8,185. So 8,100 is close, very, very close to it. But this one is still far because it's 8,033. Right? So you do, okay, I've not done for this side. 8,100 is closer to 8,250. Not as close as the 8,185. Okay. Okay. So 8,200. Now, after 8,200, we have 8,000. So that's 8,100. Now, next one is 8,200. So 8,200 is very, very close to 8,335. Very, very close. and it is close to 8,205, but it is above 8,185. That is why the 8,200 points here will be above it. Okay, you can see that, right? So this one, it is closer to this guy, still close to this guy. So you can do like this. Okay. So reference point just help you with knowing the kind of pattern you are drawing. So that's just it. Just make sure that your contour lines don't what intersect. They must not intersect. They intersect, it means you have done rubbish. So next one is what? We've done 8,000. Next one is at 8,300. Remember that I was stopping at 8,400, right? So I told you must stop at, you must start from beneath the what? Beneath the lowest reference point and above the highest reference point. Okay? So 8,300, this guy here, this one here. So like this. Sorry, this is not cut for. 8,300 is at this point, close to this. Okay. Yeah. Make sure that your contour lines don't intersect. It's very, very important. Contour lines should not intersect. Okay. That's 8,300. Now 8,400. Now 8,400 should be that is above 8,000 here, but it can't reach here because this is the outside point. So you just do, it's above 8,300 here. So you just connect. Okay, you cannot come outside of the map. So just stop there. 8,400 you can still do for this part, but you cannot come outside of the what? Out of the map. Good. So we've done for that part of our map. The next part we are going to do is the other part. Okay. So this other part now, so you can just name your map at the end of the day. So in this place now, I tell you that the minimum reference point should be 2. Okay, so let's follow the same pattern I've said earlier. So here we have 8,000. What's our lowest point here? Okay, so you can follow through. So we have 8,730, and the other one is 9,020. Okay, that's our reference point. So you're going to start beneath the what? Since I've chose contour interval as 100, so what is the 100 that is lower than this 8,700? 8,730. That's what? 8,700. So I start from 8,700. And we're going to stop at what? The contour interval. The contour interval that's what? That is above our highest reference point. And that's 9,000 what? 100. Good. So taking these two as our reference points, we're going to start at what? 8,700. Okay, always pick your reference point as point. Now we know that 8,700 is closer to what? 8,730. So this point is okay. Why here? This is 9,000. So 8,700 is very, very far. Okay, not really that far, but just like minus 300 or something. So at this point is okay. So we can just draw and join our. Okay, you can see that that's our 8,700. After that, 8,800, closer to this guy, above this point. Can you see? It's above this middle. This middle is what's representing this fit. So above here at 8,800. 8,800 is greater than 8,000. That's what we did after it. Can you see? Okay, good. So you join your reference point here. Just make sure that your contour lines are not intersecting. It's very, very important. You are not supposed to intersect. To intersect, you are doing rubbish. So 8,900 is closer to 9,000, but still not above this guy. So okay, that's 8,000. This 8,788,89. 9,000 is very, very close to 9,020, right? Very, very close. So you can see I put this very, very close. That's my reference. Okay, and here too, I'm going to 9,000. Good. I said earlier we are going to stop above what? The I reference point, which is what? 9,000 what? 100. Okay, so is that 9,100 is above it. So after this circle, you must. So that is the point that's closer to it. So you pick this for that. You're good to go. Good. So there's mark for your contouring in your exam. Now you've contoured an Isopach map. So the next thing you just need to do is to put your the name, the 8,700, 8,800, 8,900, 9,000. Okay, so write it inside very well. Next one is 9,100. Okay, so this 76, 77, 78, 7,900, 8,000. Write at both sides, 8,000 here, 8,000 here. But anyhow, so 8,000 what? 100, 8,200, 8,300, and 8,000 what? 400. Good. So we've contoured our isopath map. Yeah. So we're iterating on everything that we have said. So for you to contour your isopath map, okay, you need to pick your reference points that shows the pattern of your contours. You can see the reason why normal it's supposed to like be going around or something. So but because of this fourth line, these lines cannot pass through the fourth lines. Okay. So for this exact map, this is how to go about it. Okay. So thank you very much. That's the end of this video. The next video, we're going to do the cross section of an isopath map. It's very, very important. So just stay tuned, subscribe to my channel, and like my video. Thank you very much.